Welcome to the Untold, the show where we learn about the undiscovered and hidden things in people's lives. I'm joined today by Saad Al-Azmi, and I'm Lujaina Al-Athari. And today we have Omar Ebraheem, who's a graphic designer. And I'm really excited to talk to him.
Yes, of course. It's my pleasure to join you here in this the Untold program. Yes, Omar Ebraheem, we will talk about the artist journey.
Yeah, it's a creative journey.
Yes.
And he actually studied industrial design and then became a graphic designer when he came back to Kuwait.
Yes. I think the switch in all of the artists, especially in this field, it's very creative, as we will learn from Omar Ebraheem himself.
Me too. I'm curious to see what he has to say and how he chose this path specifically and how he mixed his own heritage, because he's mixed Kuwaiti and Indonesian and studied abroad in the US.
Yes.
So sometimes in creativity, having different perspectives can really help form your vision.
Yes, and hopefully through the untold story of Omar, we will learn more about.
Very well said. And with that, we are going to go on a short break and hopefully talk to Omar soon. And we're back from that short break, and we're joined today by Omar Ebraheem. Omar, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
How are you doing?
Doing great. Really good.
It's honestly great to have you. So tell us about your very beginnings. You grew up with Indonesian heritage and you lived in Kuwait. How did the culture affect you growing up?
To be honest, one of my first memories at school was getting asked where I was from. And I'd say Kuwait. And they're like, no, but like, where's your family from? And they'd ask me this as like nine-year-olds. And I didn't realize how important it was to the culture. And I talked to my parents, Allah yahfadhum, and they wouldn't really put any pressure on me, any societal views that needed to happen. They just let me be myself. And, you know, so I didn't realize it affected me until I was older, and I realized how much my parents shielded me from, I guess, discrimination or any negative things. But I did really enjoy the food at the family gatherings. That was
I'm sure amazing. Indonesian food is amazing.
Yes.
My sister-in-law is actually half Indonesian.
Wow.
So I got to experience some of the food myself.
I think the making of a genius starts like that, actually. Your story, when you said discrimination, and especially in school, this is actually normal for someone who's mixed race, or this is really normal, and it will shape you to be creative. You are creative, actually.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, tell me about this shaping of you as a creative person. How did you feel? How did you felt about this?
I think a lot of time spent drawing was because I was just more comfortable being alone, or maybe more antisocial as a child. Yeah. And so that sparked my creativity, and you know, my parents and teachers would be like, wow, amazing.
Yes.
And so it pushed me to explore that further.
Yes, actually, when I'm talking about university, after finishing your degree, when I finished, I had many options to go, because I finished with the English degree. As you know, the public sector here in Kuwait, the government sector, they need my degree. But your degree it's creative, but you really have limited options to choose from. So you need to rely on yourself. As a creative person, you must now be creative.
Definitely, yes.
So tell me about why did you choose this? It's really difficult, especially for a Kuwaiti.
I first applied for architecture because I was thinking, what's something that, you know, my parents would be proud of.
Yes.
And then they told me, you know, you don't have to think about that. Just do what you want to do. I did it anyways. I still applied for architecture. And then I got an offer for industrial design, and I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what I wanted to do, and I just said, sure, okay, let's do it. But yeah, so I didn't really know what I was getting myself into there. And coming back here, I realized that there weren't really a lot of opportunities. There's not a lot of manufacturing happening in Kuwait. So I pivoted towards more graphic design, creative directing, stuff like that.
Let's take a step back though.
Yeah.
Could you first explain what industrial design is?
Yes, so my degree is industrial and interaction design. So industrial design is just design for manufacturing. So it's 3D design mainly. Pretty much everything you can see around you right now, including technically clothes, but that's fashion design. There's soft goods, there's ceramics, there's furniture, there's so many different places, technology, cars, all of that is industrial design. Anything that's mass manufactured. And then the interaction part of the degree was UX UI, so screens, experiences. And so it was a very broad thing to study, and it helped me get a lot of insight on different things and be able to really go in any direction.
Well, I think that's one of the perks of a creative degree as well, is your ability to adapt to different scenarios, because that's how the brain works sometimes.
Yes, and you chose this out of passion, or did you choose that because you felt that this is my degree actually?
I chose it by accident, completely by accident. I just happened, it fell on my lap, and my cousin went to the Syracuse University, and she told me her friends were studying this and it was cool. And so I just trusted
What
her.
do you think now? Is it your passion?
I wouldn't say it's my passion, but I'm very grateful that I did it. It really helped me a lot.
You studied in the US, right?
Yes.
When you were there, you found a group of like-minded people. Were they able to help you to pursue your creative abilities and find your calling per se?
Definitely. I feel like being here, a lot of my classmates and friends didn't really share that passion with me. They were into arts, movies, and all these kinds of things. But when I went there and I could have full conversations in detail about the different aspects of all these things that I liked, I felt like, wow, like these people understand me. They know where I'm coming from. And it just got me a lot more excited for doing anything creative like that.
Well, that's really cool to hear. And I do understand that actually, because my biggest hobby is reading, you could say. And Saad, we both studied English literature. I don't know about you, but when I was growing up, many people weren't as interested in reading books. So when I went outside to study, I met a lot of people who loved the same books that I did, and I was able to talk to them about this field. And it really like helped me become more myself, you could say.
Yes.
So I do see where you're coming from.
Yes, I think it's our passion to read stories, to be in literature, many things like stories, short stories, novels, or even poems. But to talk about this is something new, right? The creative part of the design. So what happened to your mind when you finished there studying and you came back to Kuwait?
So I had all these people that understood me, and I had this community there.
And now they are gone. Yeah. And now you are back to Kuwait.
Exactly.
I need to know about this stage.
Now, coming back, I was worried that I wouldn't find the same people again.
Yeah.
That there weren't any people here that really understood me. But I was young. I really didn't explore Kuwait. I didn't know what was out there. And after I came back, slowly but surely, I started to meet more people, go to events, go to workshops, and really connect with all these different people that made me realize, no, I could find my people here as well. I could find the community that I was looking for.
This is a great story, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
And it's actually very relatable, I think, because I also felt the same way. Because I think when we were younger, the creative industry in Kuwait wasn't as big as it is now. Nowadays, a lot of people pursue creative things. I think social media helps the same people get together as well. Whereas before, it was really hard to meet people who had the same interests sometimes, if they weren't the popular interests of the day.
Definitely.
So what made you pivot towards graphic design?
It was more necessity. So I tried to find jobs where I could do industrial design, but they were limited, and they already had people that were in very senior positions, and they couldn't take me on. So I just did the next best thing, in my opinion, or the thing I kind of wanted to do, because we design a lot of products, and then my favorite part was doing the graphics and doing the packaging and making it look cool, basically.
Did you join a company, or did you have a job, or you're...
So for the first year or two, year and a half, I was just wandering. I got one...
what do you mean? Just doing the job, or just
no,
waiting?
I had no job. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do.
You can do a lot of freelance things.
Yeah, so I did freelance. I took my
Yeah.
first freelance job.
Yeah, it's good.
And then that was my door into graphic design. I had
Yeah.
something to put in my portfolio. And then I took that and I went into the private sector. And I just started working from there on till
Yes.
today.
Actually, I designed something from Instagram.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I sent DM someone, and we had this coffee shop here in Abdali Farms. So he did the logo for us. It's really expensive, 120 just for a logo.
Oh, I had
Just
no
get-
idea.
Yeah,
Is it usually like that?
It depends, definitely, but it can
it
be
was
like
really
that.
good. Yeah,
That's good then. If you feel like it was worth it, then that's good.
yeah.
What you said though about trying to find a job in the field, something that really annoys me about the job market is, let's say you graduate with your degree or want to pivot elsewhere. If you don't have experience, nowhere will take you.
Exactly.
It's the most frustrating thing about coming back from college and trying to find a job, because I struggle with that as well myself. I think you also had that struggle.
Yeah, especially when I'm just like fresh with ideas and I have
Yeah.
all these new things in my head and I want to apply them, and there's no one out there to
They're like, we need minimum 5 years experience. And you're like, how am I meant to get that experience if I never start somewhere? Come on,
Yeah,
people. The job industry has to change.
definitely.
So, what do you think things that need to be changed? What do you think? Because you are the artist.
Yes.
They are very difficult to deal with, actually. Artists, they need their own environment. So you need to be the boss. They will give you limited, like, let's say, things to give you. So they need something from you. They said, we need you to design things, but you disagree with them. And it can be difficult.
That is difficult. Usually I'm very flexible.
So
person.
they will not give you the platform, let's say.
Yes.
So you need to rely on yourself, right?
Half of the work is working on my own portfolio, my own social media, and trying to put myself out there. Because sometimes it's hard to get the recognition of what you did.
And this is normal for the job, is it?
I think so. I think it is normal. A lot of
For
times.
most creative
Yeah,
jobs, especially.
definitely.
But would you say your degree in industrial design helped you with graphic design?
Yes, for sure. It goes from manufacturing till the end product, and so all the different steps are in my mind, and being able to design with that in mind, knowing where it's going to go, what it's going to be placed on, how all these things work together is, I think, really important. And it helps in the long run. Whenever I work with someone, they're really grateful because I sent them some files and they're like, I don't need this, and they realize they need it like 2 months from now.
Yeah.
You're like playing mind games almost, like you will need it one day. Just
Yeah,
wait and
exactly.
see. Just wait and see. So would you say, other than that, as Saad was saying, a lot of artists can sometimes have different temperaments, because creativity, it's not like a more scientific job where there's certain rules. It's
Yeah.
all based on the artist. Inspiration sometimes will not strike. So do you ever struggle with that?
Yes, I do. But I think as a person, I'm very flexible and I'm kind of a people pleaser. So I will go at whatever pace they need
It's not
me to
good
go.
for you to be.
Yeah, is it benefiting you or is it maybe hindering you a bit?
I've worked on it. Now it's
Okay.
You need to
amount
be
that
a
helps.
rebel. You need to go think outside of the box.
True. But sometimes
succeed.
their limitations allow me to try something I wouldn't have thought of. So it depends, really. But if I really don't like the experience, I just won't work with them next time. You know,
Yeah.
it's like, depends.
Honestly, yeah, I think it's good that you're able to set some boundaries for yourself. We are going to go on a short break, and then I hope we can dive into your untold stories some more. So stay tuned for after the break. And we're back from that short break. So we were talking about your journey from a graphic designer and how you started off studying what was it again?
Industrial design.
Yeah, I just learned about it today, so sorry.
No problem.
But I do want to ask you, how did you feel when you came back to Kuwait and saw how the art scene is now? Because I know that before, when I was younger as well, things were very different growing up in the art scene. It was very difficult to find like-minded people, communities. But nowadays, the art scene in Kuwait has really risen, and there are a lot of different communities, and social media helps with that as well. So what was it like coming back and seeing how it's developed?
Yeah, so being in the States, I had a group of like-minded individuals, and coming back here, I was worried that I couldn't find these same people. So it took me a couple years to really get out of my shell and try going to different events or workshops that were on social media.
Yeah.
And I feel like they welcomed me with open arms here, and I realized that there was a community for me that accepted me and wanted me to thrive and wanted to collaborate with me.
Tell us about the process. How did you meet these like-minded people? Because you said that in the social media platforms.
Yeah.
How did they meet?
I saw a workshop, a music workshop, and I just went to it to put myself out there. Because before that, I think I was an introvert and I did not want to go out or talk to people that I didn't know. And it was a big step for me. And talking to these people really was really easy. It was just like talking to friends I've known for a while, and they quickly became my friends.
And actually, I want to go back to how you have the mixed culture thing going for you. Do you think that helps you with your creativity in graphic design?
Yes, I didn't realize it until I was older. But when I was in the States and I was trying to design things and I was thinking, what can I bring from my heritage in Kuwait? I realized that I had another source to bring it from. And having, you know, double the amount of culture.
That is Indonesia, you mean?
Yes. Indonesia and Kuwait.
Yes.
Together really helped, because there was a project I did where it was a I forget what we made, but it was supposed to represent who we are, where we're from. And so I remember mine was a little too much. So, yeah.
I think
how was it too much though?
It was just people, you know, have more linear stories, I guess, where they came from here and they enjoy these things and they made their art piece. And mine, I was just discovering myself, so I just put everything I liked into one. I was just starting my design journey, so.
But it's not essential to mix the two heritages, right?
No, it wasn't. But I thought that I got excited thinking that I could do this now and that I was learning about this. This was my first year ever in a design program.
I think this part of the world, I think it's really special. So you must be happy to use it, actually. It's special.
Definitely.
Yeah.
They have a traditional clothing called batik, which is made using wax and dyes. And I feel like growing up, I saw that a lot. And that helped also influence the things I make.
Well, that's really awesome. And I love that you got to mix the different cultures of Indonesia, Kuwait, and then what you learned abroad as well. And all of that helped you kind of form who you are, didn't it? Because in the end of the day, that is how you started. That's your origin. And then the way you continued now, it's you finding yourself, you expressing yourself. So tell us more about how your graphic design works. Like, how do you tell a story with it?
When it comes to clients and their project or their brief that they give me, a lot of times I try to just sit with them, have a conversation. Could take 30 minutes to like 3 hours. And we just talk about what they want, what this means to them. And I get a kind of sense of the feeling, the energy that they want to bring out to the world. Sometimes it doesn't work with every client. Sometimes they know what they want and they just want me to produce it. So it really varies.
Maybe the logic is that you are the artist. Please do what I want, because I want to show something to the world through you. So you need to give up your artistic taste for them. What do you think?
Sometimes they see me as a tool, like to
exactly
to bring their vision to life. But I have clients that see me as the designer and they ask me, what do you think is best? What should I do here? How should I convey this message? And that's, I think, my most powerful work is when we're collaborating, because they have this vision and there's a way to go about it and try to bring it to life.
So how do you deal with clients who are maybe a bit more difficult?
I gotta write up a contract first so that it's set in stone. But usually I give them boundaries. I tell them like, oh, this is the scope of the work. This is, you know, clear guidelines of what I'm expected to do. And, you know, they sometimes go a little over that, and I let them just a little bit, just so we can meet somewhere in the middle.
Have you been fired? Seriously?
Yes, once. But it was short. It was a part-time thing. And
Share the story, please.
I was working somewhere and I had a lot of ideas, and they said that this is too much. Like, you need to stay on track. And at that point in my life, I really didn't want to. So I just kept doing what I wanted, and they were like, okay, you can stop now.
Yeah, I think sometimes there's going to be a clash. People have different ideas of how something's going to get done, but sometimes you have to sacrifice because you are providing a service. But otherwise, you are the artist. So they should trust that what you're doing, they chose you. So they should trust that you know what you're doing, and that you will bring their idea to life in the best way possible. Because if they look good, you look good as well. So you wouldn't try to do something in a bad way that doesn't execute their vision.
Definitely.
So I feel like I understand that you've sometimes struggled with this in general.
Sometimes it's just that our tastes differ, and that I can't do anything about that.
Who should give up here? The artist or the... Seriously?
I'll try to make them give up. I'll tell them what I want, and but at the end of the day, they're paying me to do this, so I'll just.
So is this will hurt your artistic integrity? Do you mean that this is something that it will take something from you as an artist?
Sometimes it does. Sometimes I feel like,
You do
wow,
it many times, maybe.
yeah. The more you do it, the more I feel like
You
I'm
feel something,
losing
yeah.
myself.
Yeah, exactly.
So I've been trying to build a good client base where we're both on the same track, and it's been working so far.
And how does it go about? How do you find clients?
A lot of what I've been doing is just through word of mouth. All the
really?
events, all the workshops I go to, I talk to people, and I've probably met like 2,000 people so far since I've been
mashallah.
back, like non-stop.
Very effective.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's working.
Can you imagine if you go to the social media and you have your own portfolio, right?
I do have my own portfolio,
But-
but I don't know, maybe I have to pay for ad space or something just to get my name out there more, because I haven't gotten any traffic from there, even though I post regularly-ish.
Do you though? Because you mentioned a bit earlier that you were an introvert, and I myself am an introvert as well. And I have a love-hate relationship with social media. I want to do more on it, but sometimes I just don't have the energy for it. So do you think that affects your work?
Definitely. I think the last time I posted anything was 2-3 years ago.
That's quite a long time.
Yeah.
Very honest.
Yeah. Well, I feel like social media these days plays a very large role in a lot of the creative communities in finding each other or finding work. So do you think social media would help you, or does it hinder you?
It definitely helps me, especially making connections. When I add people online, they can reach out to me. I can see what's going on in different places. I can go to these workshops and events that I'm talking about and meet new people. So that's how it helps me personally.
So do you think you're going to try posting more and not every 2 years?
I am really delighted by the energy that I'm getting from Omar, because you are so relaxed. You answer as it's normal. It's not, actually. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Maybe I'll post more then.
Yeah, no, Saad's very
3
active
years.
on social media. So I guess
know.
I'm in the middle. So I'm just watching the
3
ping pong
days
here.
is not acceptable. Can you
3 days?
Yeah, you need to post.
I think about it a lot.
Me too.
I prepare and I'm like, should I post this? And I'm like,
You know what? Because the competition is fierce, as you know.
yes.
So when I type in this any social media engine, graphic designer, they will show me the
So
list.
many.
Yeah.
So many graphic designers in Kuwait.
So you should be among these graphic designers.
I should. But I feel like when I make a personal connection, it strengthens the bond and it makes me find the kind of clients I want. But online, anyone can message you.
That's true.
Literally anyone. I've gotten 1 or 2 messages online, and I was like, I don't want to do this project, so no, thank you.
True. It's harder to vet someone based on just an online presence versus meeting them in real life, because real life people are very different than what they might be on social media.
Definitely.
So let's put that on you as well. Do you think people who maybe see you through your digital presence and your work would be surprised by how you are in real life?
Probably. I feel like my personal work especially is pretty bold, pretty out there. But me as a person, I'm pretty quiet, reserved.
Very cool.
Yeah. Level-headed.
Well, I think we were talking behind the scenes a bit when we took a break about how Saad was saying most artists are very eccentric and out there, and you have the opposite on the outside. But would you say it's different on the inside?
100%. I think like on the inside, like it never stops. My brain is just on 24/7. And I guess I'm compensating for it by being chill on the outside.
But it is better to be chill, I feel sometimes.
Yeah, I wish I can be as chill as you. I can't. I have a little bit of stress. This is what makes my social media account is strong, let's say. You need a touch of stress.
Maybe that's what I need then.
Yeah.
To push yourself,
Yeah.
maybe?
I need
Drink a
someone
lot
to
of
stress.
coffee.
I don't drink coffee.
Yeah.
Oh, me
that's why.
neither.
You should start.
That could be what's keeping him calm.
Yeah.
So in general though, what do you see next for yourself? How is your creative journey going, or where do you want it to go?
So there's a lot of projects I'd love to do. I'd love to paint murals. I'd love to start a clothing brand, maybe a band, start playing music.
Arts.
Mashallah, that's like covering every box basically.
Exactly. I want to do everything, but I feel like because of that, I can really connect with a lot of people.
Yeah.
And being a bridge to these different communities is probably what I would enjoy doing most. Like even this weekend, there was an event, and seeing all these people from places I met in different places all in one space, like filled me with a lot of joy.
Actually, you filled us with a lot of joy. Thank you so much, Omar.
you.
It was really amazing, Lujane.
Yeah, it was so great to talk to you. As he's right, you have a very calm presence, and I think that instills some trust in your clients as well when they talk to you, because they see someone level-headed who may be able to listen as well as work to your own best ability. And I really wish you the best of success in all of your possible future endeavors. Hope you get to do them all. We're all going to go see Omar when he's in a band, right?
Exactly.
But that's all we have for now. So thank you for joining us, and we are going to go on a short break. And we're back from that break. So how did you feel about our conversation with Omar?
Actually, I envy how relaxed he is. Especially if you're an artist, you need to be relaxed so you can actually perform under pressure.
Exactly. I think a lot of people don't realize how stressful working in the creative field can be, especially dealing with clients and all their difficult demands.
Yes.
But he seems to have a very good way of approaching it.
Yes, actually, Omar, he was very honest about how he conducts himself as an artist, because this is something really special for artists overall, right? Because you need to know your limits, and he certainly know what to do, especially in his work.
He does, and it seems like he's grown a lot from when he first started, and I'm really glad that he found a community here in Kuwait who can help him explore who he is and achieve his full potential.
Yes. This is the artistic journey. It's not easy. It's not also hard, but it's simple. You need to just wait for the right moment. You need to know your community, as Omar said, and eventually he will reach.
Honestly, I think that covers it. It was very well said, and I hope that you guys also enjoyed the episode, and I hope that Omar really gets to pursue everything he has his heart on, because creativity and art is a really beautiful medium, and on the Untold, we like to show everybody's abilities. So thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time.